Good morning, guys. Welcome to Princess Ninja and Keto. My name is Melanie. Welcome to my home in the sunshiny state of Florida. I am dog dead tired. I had a horrible night last night after having such beautiful, restful, recuperative sleep. The night before last night was not good. So let's do this pragmatically. All right, first of all, my weight is up 1 pound. So I'm up a total of 2 pounds from my very, very lowest weight. But that's because I indulged in an entire bag of pork rinds yesterday. I also had a little bit of dairy, a little bit more dairy than I normally do. So there's probably some inflammation involved. Also, I had a horrible night's sleep, as I suggested. So what happened last night is I got into some very old, classic, nostalgic Christmas movies. I am trying so hard to find my joy and to lift myself back up. And, so Willy Wonka, the original version, was on last night. I ended up getting into that, and it just brought back so many just wonderful, freaking amazing memories, right? I actually found myself looking for the Sound of Music. That used to be a tradition in our home. We used to watch The Sound of Music every year at Christmas time. So yeah, it's the little things. It's crazy. And especially after you lose both of your parents, you feel like you've lost part of your family, like a huge part of your family. And so I find myself, since I've lost both my parents, really digging for those Christmas time and Thanksgiving and happy moments, to cherish and remember, hopefully the rest of my life. But my brain may go, you never know. Anyway, I know I'm going to have a couple of my subscribers that are going to comment on these earrings. These are stained glass daisies that I made out of resin. These are not $10 a pair. These, I can tell you right now, most of you are not going to want to buy these. And I know you're thinking to myself, you own a resin business and you're telling it, these are hard. These take at least 4 sessions to make. These take a lot of material, and I wouldn't even be able to touch doing another pair, including heating and bending the resin petals. And so many of them broke. If you don't have them at the exact right temperature, man, it took me forever to make these. I love them. That's why I'm keeping them for myself. But if you absolutely fall in love and have to have a pair, my price right now is going to be set at $25 plus shipping. And I know most of you don't want to pay that for these earrings, but they will be one of a kind, I guarantee you. And if you can't have them this long, warning ladies, I do have a very long neckline. But so if you don't like them that long, I can always take away the big hoop here. I can always shorten them a little bit. I can do something creative to bring them up about a half an inch. I can make the petals a little shorter, but I know somebody's going to comment on them. So yes, I made these earrings. They are made out of nickel-free surgical grade wire, beading wire, and then resin, of course, with coloring in it. And I just wanted to make them very special, very different, but I like them. Anyway, moving right along. I am adding a new segment today because I need accountability. I find that I do better in everything I do in life if I'm accountable. That's why when you order resin from me, you get pictures back and forth, and I let you know where we're at in the process. Communication is important to me, but that also keeps me on track. Because then all I have to do is glance back at the last message. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it helps me keep track of where I'm at in the process, especially if I have multiple orders that I'm working at one time. The second thing is, so a beautiful subscriber named Bonnie purchased a daily devotional for me and sent it to me as a gift a couple of months ago. It's called Jesus Calling. But I got to tell you, I've got to be honest and make a confession before you and God. I need this every day in my life. I need scripture every day in my life, and I don't always do that. So I thought to myself, having this daily vlog is what keeps me keto even on days where I don't care. days I don't care about my weight, I don't care about myself, I want to self-destruct. Knowing that I'm saying, hi, welcome to Princess Ninja and Keto to you every day helps keep me on track. So I thought, why not? So just to let you know, for those of you who are highly offended by anything that is God related, I will always hold up this book before I start, give you a chance to step out, fast forward to the next segment, which I'm always going to film this before my first meal of the day. So you're always going to see the intro, you're going to see this, and then you're going to see my first meal of the day. So that'll give you a chance to fast forward. Typically, these passages only take anywhere between a half a minute to 2 minutes to read. So you're only going to be fast forwarding a few times. I mean, it's just tap, tap, tap. It'll take you right past it to the next segment. All right, guys, anytime you see me holding up this book, know that if you do not want to hear the daily devotional because you are offended or whatever your reasons, please fast forward. But I would hope that you stay, because this book is written as though God himself is speaking to us. And it has been instrumental in helping me keep my joy during this very difficult time. So here we go. It is November 30th. Problems are part of life. They're inescapable, woven into the very fabric of this fallen world. You tend to go into problem-solving mode all too readily, acting as if you have the capacity to fix everything. This is a habitual response, so automatic that it bypasses your conscious thinking. Not only does this habit frustrate you, it distances you from me. Do not let fixing things be your top priority. You are ever so limited in your capacity to correct all that is wrong in the world around you. Don't weigh yourself down with responsibilities that are not your own. Instead, make your relationship with me your primary concern. Talk with me about whatever is on your mind, seeking my perspective in every situation. Rather than trying to fix everything that comes to your attention, ask me to show you what's truly important. And remember, you are en route to heaven, and let your problems fade into the light of eternity. The scriptures quoted at the bottom are Psalms 32:8, Luke 10:41 and 42, and Philippians 3:20 and 21. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my daily devotional. All right, guys, first meal of the day. It is 8 a.m. I did not sleep well. I woke up hungry, so we're just going to keep it keto today, and try to watch our carbohydrates. Anyway, I've got 2 over medium eggs, 2 sausage patties diced up. I fried it up in a pan with 2 sliced little red and orange peppers. I have my coffee, of course, with 2 measured tablespoons of half and half. And let's eat. Salt, pepper, basic seasonings. Somebody enjoying the fireplace. All right, guys, I may have gotten myself into a little bit of trouble with the GHU's no sugar added barbecue sauce. I am craving carbs, I'm craving sweets, and I am super hungry today. And that was the only thing I did yesterday that could have possibly triggered me. So I am not going to deprive myself of food, but I'm going to be very careful and conscious today. If I get hungry, I'm going to eat something. I'm going to stay keto. I'm not going to deprive myself of food to get through these hunger and these carb cravings, but I've definitely been triggered today because I am hungrier than normal. All right, guys, so I saw this recipe back a couple of weeks ago on TikTok, and unfortunately, I don't know who did it, but I'm trying it out. It's not my original recipe. I've never tried it before, so first time. I am going to make pork nuggets. That's right. So I'm starting out with some pork tenderloin, boneless chops. I'm going to whip up 2 eggs in this bowl to dredge my pork nuggets in. And then in this bowl, I'm going to combine a cup of these pork rind panko crumbs, some salt, pepper, Parmesan cheese, black pepper, and some ranch seasoning. So let me do that, and I'll come back and show you what they look like. All right, guys, I was able to coat all of these pork medallions here, or pork nuggets, if you will, with egg. Make sure the egg coats all the piece evenly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these pieces and press them into my breadcrumb Parmesan cheese mixture. And then I've greased this rack for my air fryer, and I'll come back with air fryer instructions. All right, guys, we're going to turn this on, turn the temperature up to 400 degrees. We are going to cook this for 8 minutes and then flip it. Flip it good. Dun, 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 dun. Brun. There you go. All right, guys, I flipped these bad boys and put them in for another 8 minutes. I've checked the internal temperature to make sure they've reached 165 degrees for food safety. They do feel a little crispy. Not as crispy as I would like, but the girl on TikTok dipped hers in, I want to say cornstarch, but I don't use anything like that. So that may be why I don't have quite as crispy. I've made myself some honey mustard dressing with some Dijon. Let's taste this and see what we think. Guys, these smell amazing, and I cut them with the fork. They just cut right up. So the first thing I'm going to do is taste them without any honey mustard dressing. All right, guys, the possibilities are endless with this breading with the pork rinds. You could do this in a Creole seasoning. You could do this with a butter herb garlic seasoning. You don't have to do it with the ranch, but it is delicious with the ranch and Parmesan cheese. I made myself some of my honey mustard. Today I did it with a Dijon mustard, equal parts of mayonnaise and mustard, and then I put a splash of like pickle juice or vinegar in here, and then a couple drops of my favorite sweetener. So let's try it with the honey mustard dressing. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's not like extra crispy chicken, but the breadcrumbs give it just enough texture, just enough crunch, just enough heaviness. Instead of just eating the meat, it feels like there's breading there, right? It's delicious. The flavor is outstanding. The pork is so super tender. The possibilities are endless. I could use my Simple Girl barbecue seasoning on these. That would be fantastic. I could make them super spicy and go with a Creole seasoning. The possibilities are endless. And what I love the most is this was so inexpensive to make. And all I would have to do to include my husband in this dinner is dredge him in a little bit of flour before I did the pork rinds. He'd never know the difference, and he too could enjoy these little pork nuggets. I love them. I'll definitely make them again, but I'll see you after I'm done with dinner. All right, guys, so here's the board. I'm getting ready to take the dogs for a walk, so I've got to make this quick or it's going to get dark on me, and I really believe that there's been a large animal roaming our property based on the paw prints in the back, based on the fact that the dogs are waking me up at about 3 in the morning growling and carrying on. So I got to get them out there to walk and get back. We do have bobcats. There's even been a bear spotted in the area, so I just don't want to have them out late. Anyway, it's Tuesday. I already told you about my weight being up a pound, and I did mention the sucralose and the GHUs, but I'm not going to be crazy about this whole situation. It could be my lack of sleep. It could be the anxiety that I suffered last night that caused me to be such a light sleeper and wake up to every single noise. It could be some of the dairy too. So I'm not panicking. This is not crazy keto. But what I did is I tracked my carbohydrates today. I made myself an iced coffee because I got hungry between lunch and dinner. That's not typical for me. I'm not sure where the sugar cravings and the hunger's coming from, but I figured an iced coffee was the minimal amount of damage. I counted 2 carbs because of the half and half that I used in that. Dinner tonight, that recipe was 3 total carbs, and then of course I had a Zip Fizz today, so I had 17 total carbs for the day. Let me get these dogs on a leash and get them out for a walk to get them some exercise and get me some exercise. And I'll see you to say goodnight. All right, guys, I am wrapping it up. I had a good keto day today. I ate a little more than I probably should for weight loss. And I'm not really sure what the carb and the sweet cravings are all about, but I handled it like a champ. I am super proud of myself. I just have a few hours to go till bedtime. So my plan is I'm going to go in there and brush my teeth. That always helps me not want to eat anymore. So if I go in there and I do my flossing, my water pick, I brush my teeth really good, take a shower, get all clean in my jammies with my nice fluffy perfume on, I usually, don't ask me why, but I usually don't want to eat. So tonight, I think, is part of my rest, recovery, and recuperate week. I think I'm going to spend the money to fill up my big, beautiful garden tub. I'm going to put some of my watermelon and hibiscus Scentsy bath salts in there, and I'm just going to soak. And that's all I got planned for tonight. So if I don't eat anything else between now and bedtime, I should be pretty good. I still may see another pound of weight gain because of the pork rinds. For me, if I screw up, typically I'll see weight gain 1 and possibly even 2 days. And that's fine. I know it's not real weight. Anyway, I gotta get going, guys. I will see you tomorrow with another daily vlog. I have a tree company coming tomorrow to grind some of my tree stumps in the yard. But that's all I've really got planned. I may do some resin tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow with another daily vlog. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.